taxi colors.
Since Ayabacho and the ATF, they talk say they want to change the taxi colors then for Bamenda from yellow to blue and white, we don't compromise about 17 amber terrorists inside Mezam alone. We don't compromise their so-called Commander Stone. They replace it with Commander Iron. We compromise him as well. They replace it with Commander Dad. We compromise the Commander Dad as well. And we don't also come close to compromising the Commander JC, where they call him, where real name Nafunui Christopher. We don't kill plenty of them, seize their Okada them, burn someone's them, collect intelligence, collect their mobile phones them, the accounts them where they use them for do mobile money transactions them, and also the booklets them where they use them for give out receipts when they collect liberation tax.
I am not going to reverse the decision. Let me be absolutely clear. I will not reverse the decision.
All the people the way they don't pay the so-called liberation tax to the Ambazuna terrorists, we get when I names them now, we know where when they stay. All the business people the way they repay the Ambazuna terrorism, it is a crime to sponsor terrorism inside Cameroon. And we know so plenty of when they pay them deliberately, willingly, so that when I go get favors them from the Ambazuna terrorists. Now in our time, we come after all Wuna. We go compromise any person where it carry gun for bush, and any person where it provide them aid and comfort, we go come after you. If you feel pay amber terrorists for bush money willingly, go meet them, you give the money, then now your time this too, you must also pay the Kumkum distributors them their own share. If amber they collect for now 500,000, 600,000 for businesses them, for individuals them for so-called liberation tax, guess what? No matter only the shit nobody blast they carry guns. The gendarme they also carry guns, the police they carry guns as well, when I go pay their own fair share. So we call on all the Kumkum distributors them. If we catch any person in the Anglophone zone where a carry receipt for amber terrorism so-called liberation tax, we now get the right for arrestee because it is sponsor Ambazonia terrorism inside Cameroon.
Because there is yellow in the flag of La Republique.
And we want to thank Ayabacho Lucas. We want to thank all the terrorism where they don't promote this yellow taxi color change for blue and white inside Bamenda. Because of that strategy, it don't give you the biggest result against Amazona terrorism inside Mezam. We don't kill them plenty. We don't gather a lot of intelligence. Fantastic. And all of this, na policy where me, I be inject them into the stupid idiots their head and they buy the idea because they be desperate. Long live blacklegism. Long live one and indivisible Cameroon.
Hail, hail. Hail the Kumkumasa, we the Cameroonians, we pledge our loyalty. Kumkumasa, Kumkumasa, you shall free our country from terror. And your blessing shall be like the stars above. The Most High God shall be your guide.
I think say if that guy is a contractor, titles.
On a serious
note, what we don't work for the Republic, it passed even Brigadier General Car or Dr. Voler. On a serious note, because the guy did right every negative little thing we say.
Listen, whether or not you accept Makonjipo is a force to reckon with, me I agree. He's an enemy that is strong.
Yes, so my contributor, it be very reassuring for understand where your enemies they talk about you. And I will come up with another presentation where I will focus on Scam and Congo and Capo Daniel and which way they be talk about na countryman, and I will give them a response. That one, I will prepare that presentation for now on a different date. But today we will focus on Ayabacho Lucas. Most importantly, we will focus on exposing Yannick Sikot. So a few points away Yannick Sikot erase them, where I want for highlight him, make we remember him. Now say Yannick Sikot talk about the fact say they don't feel raise money anymore and they don't feel recruit picking them. Now the biggest achievement that way were blacklegism, it don't achieve them. And then Yannick Sikot also talk about how that way the thief can watch our live broadcast them and read what pages there. We say that he said there is someone you serious ultimatum. They give you serious ultimatum, and then he talk about how people that from Sako Ekome, Chris Anu, Ayabacho himself, Capo Daniel, and all the activists, the Mark Barretta, Eric Tato, and the rest, they watch everything when we put them out there, and they did directly be influenced by which way we put them out there. It also they can't watch we in order for go try for debunk. When I see how we would they influence them, would they influence everything with the Amber terrorists they do on social media. And I don't tell when a Cameroon government need to fight them. Now me and you they fight them. So I hope so when I fit then appreciate to what extent will get influence over the Ambazona terrorists. Okay. It go on for talk about how it talks on thing mention Waran and Gongo, Minat, Paul and Tanganji. That one at the audio way Capo Daniel Yans come and Congo like I talk, I go come back and do another presentation for now. Imagine say I get the influence over all the Amber terrorist leaders. Then when I see on the screen right now the Yannick Sikot himself there for day, the so-called president Sako Komede for day, with the so-called minister of communication at the moment, through John Saw with there on the left with glasses, and then on the right. Now, Christopher Anundat on the right of Yannick Sikot, where ABB na communications for Sako at that time, and then, but today, it to be now presidents of one of the Facebook IGs, them internet government, them today. So on this picture, when I say I'm Yannick Sikot, be sandwiched between two presidents simultaneously. And for this picture where they show now on the screen right now, when they look on the screen, now one of the fundraising the way they be doing for California, where Yannick Sikot they talk about my trip to Boya fundraising for 2018, where at that time all these people they were still there inside one pot soup with Irene Gwa, Sako Ekome, Christopher Anu them, through John So Yannick Sikot them. Yannick Sikot being one of the people the way they remove money for my trip to Boya, $1,000, yeah, $1,000 at that time it been at 600,000 francs. All of these kind of people that are people that we don't take them away from the Amber terrorists their side, bring them now for our side. Yes, ma teuna. There are times when we, for example, ex-combatants them and Yannick Sikot it don't talk about them. Ex-combatants get issues and they get situations. So for example, one of them, a woman don't born or he get a medical condition, it is sick, or just one or two things. Then there are times when I don't ask Yannick Sikot, I say this particular ex-combatant, so it needs some extra small support, top up credit or whatever for continued activism. Yannick Sikot, they send the money directly, but today with the expose it, okay. Yannick Sikot will send them for, he don't send money for, I'm not going to name them, but at least 2 or 3 other occasions, the way, 20,000 here, 30,000 here, 50,000 here. Now, money that way back in the days, if they send 10 times as much to Amber them, but today, the money where they send to Amber don't be zero, and now it direct that money now towards our black legism. If we don't know, make we know today. So, now just some of the things and that way that happen in the background where we don't know. But I go expose Yannick Sikot for now. But when I just listen, I will can't play next audio and then I'll go back now for can do the expose where I bring up for now. Now, when I feel imagine the influence we will get them, if we influence all the Amber terrorists, the activists, we influence all of their so-called presidents from Christopher Anu to Sako Ekome Marianta, the Yannick Sikot and all the activists them, and at the same time, with the influence the Kumkum distributors, and with the influence the Amber terrorists where they carry guns on the ground, and with the influence even people the way they're in positions of power inside Yaoundé, the so-called the Ferdinand Gongo them and the Minister Paul and Tanganji them and all the media inside Cameroon. And then that one, if it tell you the enormous powers where we carry them on our shoulders. Okay, my contribute them. So it talk another thing where I want to highlight them, talk about how when they begin to be there for bush where they carry the guns, will be defined there for compromise them 100%. But the minute where they drop the guns to go for GTR centers, they become my best friends. Even ye, the Yannick Sikot, time will be there for Amber. We'll be at local heads. It tell now how they be thief, can't watch my live broadcast and have to go try for debunker. But since it come for that nonsense, we've been our friends, okay? But I will still expose it today. So it tell una wait away they will go through for our hands, okay? Now I will play for una this video. Make you digress more now. Make you switch. Una continue for the leave una comments them. Una continue for the leave una comments them in the comment section. When I look on the screens later on, I will come, display some una comments there, and then we'll get 1 or 2 things and for talk about them. So make we go back to we'll play Ayabacho, the own audios them now. So una bear with me 1 second. We'll go play Ayabacho audios them now, and then when I go listen, I go digress more, go for Ayabacho them before we come back now for Sako Ekome. I mean, to Yannick Sikot. Una listen.
Money place there.
So what we wanna need to understand now, say this particular audio now Ayabacho Lucas at the talk. inside one of their so-called ground zero command or ATF command WhatsApp groups them. As I tell you before, we don't infiltrate all their WhatsApp group and all their presence on social media. So this one now audios from Ayabacho where it is send directives to the Amber terrorists inside Bush in the WhatsApp groups them. You be the so-called commander-in-chief. I go come later on on a different date to come present Funa more information and more broadcasts about the other audios then for bringing that, because I know if you do them all in one day, it's a lot of content to cover. So I will play for Una this one, this particular one. Una go understand how Ayabacho used to go talk as they talk inside their WhatsApp groups, the impact where would they get them on them when it comes to Operation Sunshine. And as he did talk, when I look on the screen, I will do some sunshine. As he did talk, we will show the faces and the names of the Amber terrorists, then where they under Ayabacho and some other ones. Another audio they will come plan for Ayabacho in about 15 minutes or so for this same live broadcast where he did talk when infighting between the Amber terrorists ATF and General Boyna Boy, where they under Ayabacho under Sako Ikome, the so-called ARF. For Bui infighting where it give directives, send me to go wipe Boyna Boy. So it'd be very interesting when I listen to this audio, and then I'll come back after this audio. I'll do some more analysis, and then we'll play Yannick called Expose, and then we'll go back to Ayabacho again, expose the infighting where they go on with General Boyna Boy, and then I'll go back now for conclude the live broadcast. I'll play some videos of Amber terrorists the way they attack Cameroon military. When I go laugh, die. When I go see Amber they attack Cameroon military. The most inferior nonsense when I don't ever see on our life. So that one at the makeup of the next 20 or 30 minutes maximum for this live broadcast. Una listen to Ayabacho Lucas.
All money plays there. Why we must always be at alert. What I also want to say is that things like this are regular propaganda by the enemy. It begins to use its communication network to try to push you people to make a mistake.
When Ayabacho they talk about their communication network propaganda through their communication network to try and push you to make mistakes, it is talking about me. They fear for call the name country people or my country people them. They fear because of the impact we will get them. So they will use other names, pro-government activists, pro-government propagandists, or they will talk to their government propaganda network. Whenever when I hear all those code words, them they talk about one person, when I countryman, me. That's it. So it tell now because this particular issue where it can't record this audio inside the WhatsApp group because of the sunshine then with the drum about the terrorists them, and that they can't cry every day for that WhatsApp group about the impact where they get them for their lives. So Ayabacho come now for can try for reassure them. So and as I talk, I see the talk when I listen, when I will see on the screens, when I will see the sunshine them where we don't put them out, where it petrify them and it terrorize them. When I listen to it where they talk, I hope so that context it make them easier for now for digest this information, this audio from Ayabacho Lucas.
Use its communication network to try to push you people to make a mistake. You always have to be at alert. But you must understand why they do these things. They do these things to force you to make a mistake. It's propaganda. They know you people. They know who is who. So it's not like they don't know your faces. They know your faces. But sometimes finding you people is not easy. When from 1997, when they were looking for me, what I had to do was to change my name. I changed my name 1997, I think, April. And I was going with a fake name until I left that country. I will pass through their checkpoint. I remember my 4 when I was going down to our place in Victoria. At my 4, they were there about 15. And I was in the car. Somebody asked, why are you people many today? He said, we are looking for terrorists in Victoria. And I gave them my ID. When they change them, they look at it. Because the enemy is so stupid that they focus on the names. It is not also every one of them who knows every soldier's face. So it is very important that you understand why they are doing these things, but always stay at alert, take it serious, but don't make a mistake. They want to push you to want to move from point A to point B so they can have an opportunity. They do this thing, it's like putting smoke in a rat mouse hole, hoping that you find its corny hole or it should come out because you don't know where it is in the hole. To make a mistake.
So when I don't hear what Ayabacho talk, right? Eddie try to reassure them. He even give them an instance, a situation where it happened for himself. He talk about 1997 when they look for ye, a terrorist. When I know why? Because now what this way they funny me when Anglophones they pretend like say they don't know what really happened in the Anglophone zone. Since 1997, that's when Ambazonia terrorists they start target institutions that inside the Anglophone zone. Ayabacho, Ebenezer Akwanga, spend time for prison inside Cameroon. He break open prison, run and run. Now Ayabacho, they break open prison for Ebenezer Akwanga for come out. They run go Nigeria and then now, Ebenezer Akwanga run go Nigeria and then smuggle himself out. Ayabacho find his own way in a different way. He bought a ship or whatever for Douala and then run out of the country. Even given a situation for that 1997 where they define he changed the name and then they go on for talk say this so. It be changing name and then they be asked not only for a name and then they even talk say it's not everyone who knows every soldier's face. Now, the difference between 1997 and 2024, 2017, when we start this anti-terrorism activity, we not be get social media for 2024. Sorry, we not be get social media for 1997, but we get social media now for 2024. And for 1997, they not be get black legs and country people them. Now the difference that today we get social media. We don't just put your name, no matter even if you change your name, get a fake ID card, your pictures. Now wait that way we'll share them. It will circulate everywhere. So now every Kumkum distributor, every checkpoint, every police, every gendarme, every person in uniform, security forces, they get our contacts. They access our social media platforms then. And they follow everything we post them out, especially the sunshine. And the thing that way, it petrified the anti-terrorism so much. It make them now, they don't get the ability now for move. They don't even move from place to place. They don't fit thief, raise money, kidnapping for ransom, all of those things that now we don't ground them because of this strategy for Operation Sunshine. It is shaking them. Now, so-called president that for EGOFC, it is talk directly responding to the actions that me at the taker, me as an individual. When I see how much influence and control I get them over them, now when I see how, because of that influence and control, it will be possible for me for fit come about with this nonsense about yellow taxi color change to blue and white and whatever nonsense, and they swallow them because they are not in control. I am in control. That is the reality. My contributor. So we terrorize them for level where we are not understand, and that influence where I get them over them, where Yannick Sikot, it will explain for now. In the previous audio, they talk about they no be know your face. Yes, they will just give out a name. Back then, social media no be day, but today social media day. And now why that way Amber they fear me past Cameroon military. They fear me past President Paul Biya because of the influence where me I get them over them. Me, one human being. Now the influence that way they force Ayabacho for go for Facebook, for go for their WhatsApp groups. Them they tell them say this so. Now the strategy that we would use them for force them for big mistakes, and it works every single time. The next audio where I go bring up for now, when I go hear how Ayabacho for your audios them, it talk, it explain them for them say, now the strategy that it even tell them how they fit avoid falling into our trap. It tell them how they fit avoid falling into our trap. Say, may they do this, may they buy belt where they go hide their phones. So that even if they want to run, they go run with the phone, make the phone no fall, make we no pick up, infiltrate the phone, get their telephone numbers, them get their contacts, communications, the networks, all of those things. Them now we fit target them. Before I want to go too far, now make I put some more information on the screen. My contributor them. Una bear with me, because I'll go forget if I not put them now. When I look on our screens, all man look on our screen, so information therefore will be very important. I want make una pay attention to this information. On the screen, when I go see a receipt for the so-called Ambazuna Liberation Tax, when ADF, their extortion, where they take you their money, especially inside Mezam, inside Bamenda. Now, one of the receipts in this, for all people them inside the Anglophone zone, We know una businesses them and individuals the way they pay this nonsense liberation tax, and we understand the reason why many of una they pay, because una they use this ambassador terrorism for settle scores, for go after una competition, and some una they use the nonsense, una they pay this nonsense in order to get protection from the amber terrorists, so that means they no attack una. We understand that, but guess what? No, not only the amber terrorists they carry guns, gendarme they carry guns too, police, army. If you be prepared for go to pay money for amber terrorism, when a crime, be prepared, say you could be arrested as well. If it bad now, how you can't pay our own money too for Cameroon government or for gendarmes or for military. Yes. When I be complained for 2016, 2015, say 500 gendarme collect 500 for Corner Road, right? Now gendarme go catch you, you go pay now 500,000 because of the stupidity of the Anglophones them. And case they go nowhere, and you go pay them the glad. You go pay them the glad. So this nonsense, many of them they go pay this nonsense liberation tax. They keep the receipt because when Amber they catch them, they go show and say they don't pay liberation tax. They pass bingo. So because they want this, I understand the dynamics on the ground. Because they want for not be targeted by the terrorists, they want for pay. Guess what? We go target una too, so that we go pay for both sides. We not only pay for one side. When Janam catch you a CD receipt for your pocket, they go arrest you. When you go inside prison, guess what? It could be now hundreds of thousands, plus maybe 1 week, 2 weeks where you spend for day. Your family to go raise hundreds of thousands for can't free you. So now you decide you want to go pay 25,000 for amber terrorists, and then pay plus 500,000 for Cameroon government, or you just want to give the information for Cameroon government, maybe they go wipe the terrorists, and then you will be liberated from your area. That is the option you have, and that is the choice you have to make. I enjoy my life for one man country. Amber terrorists, they're not there for you, they need to Hamburg me. But you, now you Sabi, you have a choice to make. You where you live inside Bamenda, because this nonsense, not only a Northwest nonsense, this is a Northwest crisis, Bamenda thing. People that for Southwest, they need to suffer them this nonsense. So now the so-called liberation tax nonsense, this right now, as I talk to Una, inside Meza, inside Bamenda, all those businesses, because I tell Una, this issue for taxi color change, now one of the best things the way it don't happen for destroying ambassador terrorism. We don't compromise dozens of the amber terrorists. Upon that, we don't, when we enter for their camp, we key them, wait till we collect them, their phones them, we open them, we get access to their communication, we get access to their receipts booklets, where they record them, give people them for so-called liberation tax, okay? Where we collect all of that information, what do we do with it? We exploit it, okay? Their mobile phones them, they receipt them for liberation tax, all of those things them, we access them, and now we know exactly who they pay the amber terrorists them, the so-called liberation tax. Now, all the businesses, the way they don't pay the so-called liberation tax, will they go after them, will they catch them, and then they will come to, they will come pay to for Cameroon government on side. It's as simple as that. You know, go shit on for day, they pay, they sponsor ambassador terrorism inside Cameroon, and then you think say you could get away with it and you could just go free like that. No, you know go sponsor ambassador terrorism. So this, I don't show now the receipt, now that on the screen, the so-called liberation tax, will get the booklets them, we know the names of the individuals, the way they don't pay, the businesses then for Bamenda, where they repay the liberation tax. All will be arrested and will come after all Wuna, and when they catch you, they lock you up. Your business too, if you pay amber terrorists, even now 25,000 francs like this receipt in the show, you could go pay now 500,000 for Cameroon government for be liberated for your liberation tax. You understand? That is the business. So you choose, you decide. The ball is in our court. Okay, when I be thinking, when I go pay, hold the receipt. When amber they come, when I show and say when I don't pay, and then when I continue to do business with them, continue to do business. That nonsense will not hold. You're not going to sponsor terrorism inside Bamenda. When they go kill other people, they or they go burn another man in business, you're glad because say your competition don't go down, and now you want now get the monopoly for the sell brasseries or do some kind of things. And that nonsense stops now. Or when I don't pay amber, then we'll get the booklets, and because we catch the amber, then we compromise them, we enter their camps them. When they come on run, they come on run with all things. They lift in the way with the pick them for back and with the exploit them, like the receipt booklets, and like this one example what they show now. Okay. So I hope to that point it don't be made and it be clear. So we'll go back now for Yannick Sikot, and then I will expose more about Yannick Sikot. Maybe we'll listen to this audio now, and then I'll go expose it for, and then we'll go now for Ayabacho. We'll expose Ayabacho he plan for wipe out General Boy na boy for Bui. Now listen.
Name my country people.
That's a thing the way they talk every day. Some people that they take them for granted. If they know how far you don't go, or how far you don't come for achieved what way you achieve and today. Sometimes you go talk, you repeat yourself, you repeat the thing the way you don't be always talking. People they surely feel say, wait, did the man? No, the man they don't talk the thing. Why did you repeat and no? They forget to understand say you did actually make them for know the journey. It just like some man don't struggle for all his life that he chop now. Only burning cocoa, and then he can't find himself in a situation where now he not even see why give a chop burning cocoa, he get excess. That is how your story will never finish. You go always explain them. Why they talk so? Because most of the things that I don't talk for you for the other ones and above. I know you share them now very important message where we all most people they need for know. Even the picking of a DDR, they need for know. Or the one that they see there for bush, they need for know. In fact, when you even want to do so your show, put a me first play or whatever you choose, that's your like your platform. But the message where they above now, which way you don't a journey where you don't really work at through before you can find yourself here. Just a small point where I mentioned up there about how back then for use your real Facebook page where you use and do activism. Watch my country people, it was a taboo under Sako and Chris Anu government because that time they be there together. May I ask you something? May I ask you one question? You feel say for Chris for this if you notice I said the time where Eric Tato can't talk say my country people is strong. We can confirm and say you been an enemy when you strong. Before they want not be thing where you be don't there for Eric in mind now just that moment we can talk more. That thing where you don't there for what? We all it be don't there for a long time for inside platform the world we talk up activists them. But if you dare can voice her out, you go understand say this Facebook terrorist government na dangerous one. Even Eric Tato be fearful can't talk the kind of thing. You notice and say by the time when Eric Tato come for recognize and say for can publicly talk say my country people you are been a strong enemy for reckon with. That time when you bring that time when Eric Tato they run his own platform in the year for Chris Anu, in the year for Sako, he be been on his own and he be then I would say because of it stand with Sisiko. And Sisiko then a prison himself. So if he can't talk, say you been an enemy way strong. No man no they go question it because if they run on platform. Go back then check up. If any man thinks that they lie. The only time Eric will use this term in a time where if you don't leave other Sako government, Chris Anu government that time before we voice out this thing. Because it not be been a bonbon for say you wash my country people or you recognize what way they do. Not only me be the always come from my platform talk say no una listen move be honest move face fact my country people so many things in the way they talk and when not true but you know with propaganda we must talk and so twist talk them for can't protect yourself when if you give a small praise I give a condemn you just for make the people for believe say anything where they come for your mouth now dirty water. But behind the scene, all activists they be watch you, Sako, Chris Anu. I say all, everybody. They land me in the store where don't talk. Not be a member for inside Sako government. That time I want not be Sako and Chris Anu be na mbombo, massa. So for you for the year, all this thing, you need for really do a show more people know your journey. You know the talk every day, some people look at it and joke. I get some platform where they call it dove lobbying. I get some grown-ups them. What are the grown-ups loss of memory people on just in a age or say they no one accept when they you don't want to hear they talk say you been at the highest enemy of peace, say my country. I feel die for that platform. Because they share all your odds, everything for them. When they want, me and then they fight, we there on the fight, now part them. Grown up them.
Sorry, I be forget for unmute the distance. So this group where Yannick Siko, they talk about the Dove lobbying group. I be there inside the WhatsApp group. So back then, I be there inside, you know, this petit frère Nick Santos, he be there inside Professor Ndonwe or something like that. Now he be create the group, and then Nsofoncha and some other people that they inside the group, they kick me out because I be tell them say the nonsense, because they be plan for hold a conference for Ghana or bring Anglophones them together or something like that. But they never understand. I tell them say no go ever work. It no go work, and I tell them why. So because they've been an amber the way they want for, you know, put themselves across as saviors of Anglophones and whatever nonsense. So I just tell them. So we're always there at loggerhead inside the group. So they move me, and who cares? But even though they don't move me out of that group, now only my name there for the group 24/7. They're only talking about me.